Aggressive as ever. Unfortunately, deigara gonna get caught out as koalanoob finds the first, but quick through art all the way up. johnqt grabs his first, and I mean the sparks are already starting to fly. Dryad.
Very, very aggressive as well towards mid, towards Link as well, as a couple of the players end up getting taken down mainly for the Z90. This is something that we talked about. We need this team on the attacking side to be proactive across all the different maps. M80.
It's so passive usually in this situation, right? You push forward, you try to find something, but instead they just plant their feet, they hold their ground. Down goes the fragment. Are they expecting another? Naveed just from the corner lines them up.
Matches that we got to see from them across a good amount of different maps, and Pro's not going to be an exception, knowing that we don't have too much from them here.
Yeah, M80 quick on this one, looking to make it hurt. That's one gun taken away. Tuli falls. Post plant setup. Smokes are down. No real way to hop onto that spike just yet. And now the bodies start to drop, but it's not in favor of NiSMO just yet. As Naveed has to do it again in a 1v2. Finds the first, needs to grab the next. It's koalanoob and Naveed too aggressive. He backs away and waits for the team.
And the spike in the meantime is going to get planted here. A couple of the players are going to be playing from art. And it's a quick retake here for M80.
And they're quick into the site. Koala still with an operator though. They push their way through the cosmic divide. That doesn't do too much harm in the way of chipping away at the clock. Everybody offside. Zander will find one. rubkkoide gets it back. Kills for him. Meanwhile, I mean, it's just a bloodbath inside A main. All of the attackers. Sure, it's been taken down. johnqt backs away. Oh, the operator's here. It's not Zander to fight for deigara. It is koalanoob, and that is your lurk down, but the kill's being taken right back across the map. And the way they said they continue to find ways to open up this A site.
It's crazy how eeiu still though manages to find 2 kills. As the only player that was located towards mid, towards R that time around as mizu, ends up finding that success needed to get that KO, does so. The koalanoob is able to answer back 1v2.
He might have some good timing here. johnqt gonna look to jump up, no drops down instead. The knife's been dealt with. John around the corner!
Yeah, and the neutral depth as well, revealing that positioning, allowing for this hit to be a lot faster.
Yeah, ooh, eeiu staying alive here just narrowly, but he's got a player at his back. NiSMO here to back him up onto the A site, but they've been dealt with now. John has to do it himself. Cloud burst down, he sneaks one onto Tuli with one more player. No way, johnqt goes huge for the clutch. Well, might get to be planted. Not a lot of ammunition in these weapons anymore, so all this spam, it's really cutting the numbers down. Flashes out, wall was up so nobody affected. Another wall just behind him, but as the spike is planted, one's been dealt with. eeiu will find the first. Tuli trying to sneak away inside the purple wall. It's back and forth in the kill feed, and it's all up to deigara. One to his left, one to his right. He'll find one of 2. Now with 12 HP, can he do it again? No Zander. Doing the way they set the is that knife. We'll spot one. Ooh, knife out for a second. deigara dealt with. They knew of that angle. Now koalanoob splits himself from the team. Naveed gonna try his hand at a couple of fights, and unfortunately it was one too many.
And the Cypher, one of the key pieces here that I want to talk about. We usually don't get a Cypher, and it's gonna depend a lot on the Cypher util positioning here to get value for NiSMO, but as of right now, it's
a headshot through the wall. And M80 looking to clean this one up flawlessly. Backline shots from NiSMO. mizu might just be that same beat.
One at a time. As the case, the space all across. A little bit more aggressive on this A site. Head players crouch, high-low, a flash as well too. And NiSMO coming up on top.
Yeah, out on top. One of those 2 kills, deigara was fully flashed. Meanwhile, across the map though, oh no way, Koala is just doing koala things. Listen, I know that you think that they just sleep around all day and eat eucalyptus. No, this is a different, not yesterday, I was VOD reviewing yesterday, but the casters, I think it was Dust at the time, was talking about how good NiSMO is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold that thought with deigara in a winnable situation, especially for this Cypher player. You know that this hit seems like it's a B hit.
How do you even get out? Can you get out? There's no chance. mizu down.
I mean, the 0 point was huge. The backstab, even better, right? mizu couldn't get out, couldn't use his wall to sneak away because of NiSMO's utility. He gets suppressed. He gets caught on the cross. A shot to the back finds johnqt a kill. Now Tuli and Naveed have to work together. A 2v5 to try and hang on to this map, both players. Coming from the defender's side, the one-way smoke. He can barely see something, but Zander takes down his counterpart. Now Tuli will try in a 1v5, finds the first. There's the second. Blades online. And now this one looking a whole lot more doable here, but he's running out of time. No dash available, but a couple of updrafts to play with. Spam through the cloudburst. A player on the inside, a player on the outside. Too much to worry about. A team ace to close us out, and M80 have stricken first here in this series.
For koalanoob, we got this in map number 1. You know it's not gonna be any different for this map.
Spike down mid.
Woo! I mean, okay, the battle does not stop. Bars are low, so the advantage goes the way of Nuevaseta for at least the health. Sheriff shot lands, but the damage goes back and forth, and now mizu has to do it all himself in a 1v1. Health low on both sides, but NiSMO just a bit better. Classic over the Sheriff.
Nobody here now.
Left.
And, I mean, a huge retake ultimate was used, right? NiSMO sending that rolling thunder. It hurts this retake. Hunter's Fury, though, gonna make it a little bit easier. The no command used, but immediately dealt with as mizu finds one. David up top will grab another, and now it's all up to Zander and eeiu. A 2v3. eeiu still rocking the Odin. Close on this site, gonna toss out the drone. Will spot one, should be able to find the spam. There's a swing from the opposite side, and he just cannot readjust in time, but Zander hangs
He
on.
didn't have to before.
And 2 rounds in a row, M80 fought for that A pressure, that A space, and they won it. So with that, Nuevaseta, I mean, they set their eyes elsewhere. M80 were ready for this, but you could not be ready for the explosion that is Tuli as he takes the side. He's got 3 kills to his name, and Koala left to pick up the pieces, but I mean, his teammate, all of them just died in front of him. Utility, nobody home, and Nuevaseta just gonna play somewhere else on the map.
That aggression, though, was only to give eeiu the Hunter's Fury. For it to become available, koalanoob had to play a little bit more aggressive, takes a little bit of damage, but now eeiu has this.
Wow. Yep, finds a tag onto a few members there, one of which that falls. They gotta immediately getting healed. He's gonna look for a different angle to try and fight, but NiSMO takes him down in some way, somehow. I mean, it's sticks and stones, it's slingshots, but M80 have seemed to make this one look doable as Zander gonna hop onto the spike. He's just gonna stick it the whole way. Nobody's gonna stop him. And eBay thrifty. Zander just played the spike. That's all he did. A little bit more forward, so that way the sound cue would be heard. And it's done enough to keep the 3 defenders on this side of the map. Unfortunately, the 1 defender across the map
No way.
does get his 1, but it's traded back. mizu from long range, that headhunter. Quick to deal with Zander, and the C site's open.
Zander, the one scary thing to deal with, as Spike does manage to get planted just in time. koalanoob is here, though.
One enemy remaining.
And Roy talked about this. They disrupt the site hit. They disrupt the plant.
Finished.
And they've done so much here, bringing it just down to 1. Rubkkoide, Spike is planted. Like I said, they're taking their time, getting back into the site. 1 concussed, koalanoob taken down. David can make sure of that. Beautiful flashes, and the response is there. Tuli picking up a kill of his own. eeiu trying to fight back, but look at that kill feed. It is all in the way they set the mizu hopping around trying to stay alive. A tap onto the spike as the shock dart comes through. David knows that he could not stick that because he's low HP, but now both are half HP. It's a tap on the spike as it goes halfway. David now looks to hang on inside the smoke. The health is just so low. Recon Bolt and johnqt will be the relatively potent one. Zander has been dealt with early in this round. That smokes down. That's a second one to go, but I mean, the tip of the spear, koalanoob pushes forward. No way. I mean, from attack to defense, deigara just starts to go huge again. For Nuevaseta, when it matters most, koalanoob flashed up, taken down. And Nuevaseta are back on the board.
You know what destroys the possibilities of Nuevaseta into so many of these rounds?
Yeah, Nuevaseta have a general idea, general understanding that the play is headed this way. johnqt there for the trade, so 2 kills, make it 3 the way of M80. They've taken their time, taking this C side. Here comes that showstopper. Rocket goes down, so does NiSMO. Beautiful kill there from deigara, and that means the no command online. From the 2v2, the blades, it's not the blades, it's a classic and a Bucky here for koalanoob. And Tuli is down to 9 HP. This shotgun might be everything Koala needs as he is so incredibly healthy, but with 15 seconds, he's got to make a play. He just got caught in the worst possible situation, but we trade ult for ult, Seekers for the Rolling Thunders. The ground tremors make things a little bit harder, and look at this Hunter Fury ripped off almost immediately as eeiu collects a kill, and that's raid boss down. He's going to be difficult for Nueve Seta to get back into it. Beautiful blast into the back line. Zander looks away from it. Mizu gets one back, but they're running out of time. Tuli hops his way into the kill feed. And M80, they all play out towards long. Onto the spike. Mizu goes. Do they know this is happening? They can't find him. They can't spray him. Mizu goes clutch. And aggression out towards C means aggression here in a lobby. Mizu pulls out his knife. They do it again. Knife in hand. Koala gets taken down. rubkkoide finds a good angle inside garage. M80 gonna reconvene with one another. And because of that, Zander finds 2 kills. Now they rotate out towards this A site. David, I mean, on a mission, but it's a solo one. They got us on the wrong side of the map for now.
Wanting to be that surprise factor, but not the case. Ends up getting spotted. Having to play together.
Spike planted.
And now they do link up. Maybe a little disconnected. They gotta have the smoke to jump down. Gonna try and make a play. Zander on low HP. Now it's all up to Deigara. He had done so much, but it's just out of reach. And M80 have done it. They earn themselves another life here in VCT Ascension Americas as they take down Nueve Seta in 2-0 fashion.